Tulalip. My name is Cedar George Parker from the Tsleil-Waututh Nation and Tulalip tribes. Tulalip tribes being in the Puget Sound in the Seattle area, and Tsleil-Waututh Nation being in the Burrard Inlet in the Vancouver area. So it's right in the inlet, and well, the Alberta tar sands is the biggest industrial project in the world, and Justin Trudeau just approved a pipeline to come from there to my land, to my inlet, to put a terminal, right? And from that terminal, it's gonna ship the oil from my land, my territory, to other places around the world. And right now, there's only 30 that come out a year that has oil in them. If this pipeline is built, there's gonna be over 400. So it's just like that opposes devastation on the people and on the land there of Vancouver and the Tsleil-Waututh people, you know. And as a youth, I'm 20 years old, you know. As a youth, you know, we want to stand up and fight against this. You know, we want to stand up against these bullies, against these people who have tendencies of a psychopath, you know. They do something, they do not care about the outcome and who they hurt. That is who they are, and we're here to say no. We're here to stand up and say no. Tsleil-Waututh Nation has 100% consensus of standing up against Kinder Morgan and stopping the pipeline that Justin Trudeau approved. And what we're doing out here in Europe is that we're talking to banks and insurance companies that have money ties with Kinder Morgan. And one of the places and one of the banks that have money ties with Kinder Morgan is Credit Suisse. So we're here to talk to Credit Suisse and tell them the risks about them investing their money into Kinder Morgan. You know, we got to tell them that they're violating human rights. We got to tell them that we say no. The Tsleil-Waututh Nation says no as a whole collective community. And like as a young person and as a brother and as a goddad, I say no personally. You know, I say no because I want my children to bathe and water and clean fresh water from the tap, clean fresh water from the glaciers, not bottled water shit from other places. Because Kinder Morgan made an agreement with the province, with Canada, that when an oil pipeline happens, that they have to provide the people of Vancouver bottled water. And I do not want that. I want to keep Vancouver beautiful because it's voted one of the most beautiful cities in the world. I want to keep it beautiful. I want to drink fresh water. It is a right. It's my human right. And what's happening right now is that Kinder Morgan and 15 other parties around the Puget Sound and the Vancouver area and British Columbia are standing up and taking legal action to this. You know, we're taking legal action because not too many people want to see another Standing Rock, you know, which this could really, you know, escalate to that. If we do not win legally, this could escalate to Standing Rock of the North. And, you know, even with the growing opposition in the Vancouver area, there's over 21,000 people that signed with Tsleil-Waututh saying that they will do whatever it takes to stop this pipeline. And we've already seen people, you know, do whatever it takes to stop a pipeline from Standing Rock and other places around the world of resistance against the extraction of oil, you know. And this is a thing that the world is coming together and the opposition is big, you know. We're really coming together, you know. As a youth, I really encourage people to hit me up on Facebook, you know. We want to work with everybody and make as much allies, you know. We're here to connect with the people of Swiss, you know, connect through our glaciers, our mountains, and the pride that we have for the place that we live, you know. People take great pride, just like where I live, you know, and where you live, and it's like, that's a big thing. And we're here to say no. We're here to stand up against dirty oil. We're here to stand up for fresh water, you know, for our glaciers, because this oil companies are really affecting the globe too, like global warming and whatnot. And it's melting our glaciers, it's melting the ice caps, and we want to stop that, and we want to help rehabilitate the world. So I'm out here to say no, to take a stance to these things that are happening, to the injustices that Kinder Morgan is opposing on the people of British Columbia and the people of the world, and that in which Justin Trudeau approved of this. Justin Trudeau approved this, and the NEB approved this. It's a flawed system, and we're here to take that back. You know, we're here to say this is a flawed system, and this is what we want. You know, we want green energy. We don't want dirty oil. We don't want dirty water. We want our children to grow up without worrying about their future, you know, because right now I'm terrified, because the real reality is the younger you are, the more terrified of the future you should be. The older you are, the less terrified you should be. So I'm young, I'm high sprung, I'm terrified, and it's not just me, it's my community, it's my people, and it's my friends. We together, we're going to stop this. And the thing is that knowing that, that's why we need support from everybody around the world. Us together can do this. Us together can make a change. And that's what we believe in. And yeah. I'm happy to be here.
Well, we're really happy to have you here. I think it's a tremendous honor. If they want more information, where would you suggest they go to learn about?
Okay, so my nation, we have a Tsleil-Waututh Nation has a department dedicated to standing up against the Kinder Morgan Project, and that's sacredtrust.ca. And one thing that we really have to promote here is you could divest out of your banks, to question your banks, really questioning where your money is in, and where really question where you put your money and what those people are doing with that money. Like Credit Suisse is financing these projects. They're putting their money into these projects that are devastating to people, that violate human rights. And it's just like, where can we put our money? As a collective people, we can do that. So divest out of Credit Suisse. There's alternatives. There's always alternatives. There's always a way. If there's a will, there's a way. So divest your money out of Wells Fargo, TD Bank, all these world banks, Credit Suisse, UBS, all these places, question the society that you live in, question what's happening in the world. We really need to come together. Facebook, Instagram, airplanes, the radio, the TV has brought us closer together, and that screams for our humanity. Like, it screams for our humanity to come closer. We really are one human family. We're one human family, and I believe in that, and shout out to my mom and dad. I love them so much. My little brothers, my sisters, I love them so much, and that's why I'm doing this, is because I'm a goddad, I'm a brother, I'm a son, and that's why I'm doing this. So shout out to them. They're holding it down back home, and I love them. So yeah.
Thank you, Cedar, so much. And like I said, it's a real honor you're here, and Godspeed. I wish you all the best.
Yeah, thank you so much.